Good morning, and here it is, Zen Fits again, on Monday, the day after Jesus rose. I wonder if he's going to hang around, or is he just go back to sleep until next Easter? Anyway, the title of this talk is Hunting the Unicorn. Hunting the Unicorn. I was inspired by the unicorn tapestries or story many years ago, and we my wife and I had a stained glass studio. There's a lot of stained glass around the house now. Let me see. Okay, never mind. I'm going to show you some. Call it the glass unicorn. Now, the unicorn tapestries, which is in the New York Museum, I went to see them once. They're huge tapestries from the Middle Ages that tell the story of the hunting and the capture of the unicorn. So just let me repeat this, because most people don't know the tremendous depth to this mythology, this story, because it was a kind of like in the Middle Ages, when Christianity and the Bible stories were being superimposed over pagan Europe, they came up with compromises, with a mix of kind of like a martini, where the gin is gin and the vermouth is vermouth, but when you mix them together, you get a little high. So when you mix paganism and Christianity together, each one, pagan is pagan, pagan is nature stories, unicorn. Christianity is Bible stories, stories of the Bible pointing up. These are two incompatible ingredients, but when you mix them together, stir them together, like happened in Europe, you get creative mythology, which contains the contradiction. So the unicorn story contains the contradiction of these two mythologies coming together, but they're incompatible. So you come up with these mythologies which contain the energy, you see. So let's go over the mythology for a minute. The unicorn is a magical being in the sense that it has a horn on it. That's the phallic one. It's the one. It's the center. It's the seed of creativity. It restores life. So everybody wants the one. Even in biology, in sex and mating, you have the circle and you have the unicorn, and this generates life. It's the generation of life. So the circle, when empty, is the virgin. So you put a virgin in the forest, right? It's empty, no longer full of attachments, no longer full of addictions, no longer full of form. It's empty. It's clean. It's an empty vessel. You put that in the forest. So the story is you put a virgin in the forest. And the unicorn will come, can't resist her aroma, her perfume of innocence, her perfume of humility, her perfume of surrender, her perfume of devotion, her perfume of emptiness. So he comes and lays his head in her lap. And then the village, which wants to restore itself, the society that wants to restore its center, its heartbeat, it wants to restore its life. Society has a life, society can die, so it wants to restore life in the spring. So society puts the virgin in the forest to capture the unicorn, and then they capture the unicorn. And they slay the unicorn with a lance, just like in the side of Christ. They killed the unicorn, they killed the Christ, and they put him in a garden. And that's the final picture of the unicorn in a garden, little circle with the unicorn in it. And the garden is blooming, the trees are flowering, fruit is falling. The society, the Garden of Eden, has been restored and brought back to life by the capture of the unicorn. So this is a great story. It's a story of renewal. It's a story of Easter. What Easter? Wait, they killed the Christ, killed the Christ, put him in a tomb, put him in society, put him in the tomb, and there's an alchemy that happens there where the dead life is restored to life, and boom, life is resurrected, life returns, and Jesus is resurrected. So the story of Jesus and the story of unicorn is not that different, but you have to read it metaphorically, not literally. I get so tired, I have a friend. He said he quoted some Bible quote, and so I gave my poetic meaning to it. And he said, "Well, that's not it. That's not literal." Literal. If all you see is the stories of religions and mystical stuff, if all you see is it's literal and just what you read on Google, you're dead. You need a unicorn. You need to find a unicorn. If all you can see is the literal meaning, you're dead. Dreaming you're alive. If all you have is the literal, if all you have is the facts. So anyway, we all need to find that unicorn. So hunting the unicorn is our life story. We're all hunting the unicorn. We're all hunting that one which will restore our life, our feeling of being alive. That's why in our consumer society, products are presented as the one. So something is missing in your life. You want a unicorn? Oh, how about a new car? Ooh, if I get that new car, I'll be restored. So we work and save, and we want it, and we yearn for it, and we work for it, and finally we've saved our money, or we borrowed money, or whatever. Don't wait, borrow money. And we get that new car, and oh, the glow of newness just intoxicates us, and we show it off and drive around. But then the glow wears off, and the yearning for the unicorn comes back. So where is that unicorn gone? Where is the new kitchen? The new car is worn off. Now it's just my old car, my old kitchen. And so society presents another unicorn. Oh, you need to you need a new computer. Oh, that's what I know. There's my unicorn. And off we go, chasing unicorns after unicorn. We're looking for unicorns in the wrong place. Because we've not emptied the mind of products. We've not emptied the mind of commercials. We've not emptied the mind of things we need to be completed, you see. So how do you get the unicorn? You just stay with the yearning. You just stay with the yearning for the beloved. You just stay with the yearning for truth. You just stay with the yearning for the unicorn. And you don't fill it with crap. You don't fill it. You don't feed this yearning for God with products. You don't feed it with career. You don't feed it with relationship. You don't feed it with any form at all. You stay empty, my friend. You stay empty. And then the unicorn who has been running from you turns and says, why? Why is she or he not chasing me, yelling after me? And so out of curiosity, the unicorn comes and lays his head in your lap. And you're complete. But the yearning is still there. So it's very ironic that when you catch the unicorn, you have your beloved and you still have the yearning. Yearning and the yearning and the having your cake and eating it too, become one. You see, become one. And that's the unicorn martini. Thanks for dropping in.